Hello, Cruising World, Mick the Suit Guy with you with a hot off the presses news release of something I'll almost guarantee you don't know is there yet on Carnival's website because it's brand new. I only found it by mistake. I didn't even see this printed anywhere on the chat boards or anywhere on Facebook. So hopefully I'm teaching you something and you'll go, whoa, I didn't know that. This is why I wore this suit. It's like, you remember Batman? For those that are old enough to appreciate the real Batman, when it was Adam West and Burt Ward, and you do the miss and all the kapow and stuff will come up like totally terrible acting and stuff like that. Not the high-tech rubbish they have today. When it was real. That's why I wore this, because this was a kapow, kaboom moment for me, because this is something we've been talking about. What is it, you ask? Well, I'll give you a bit of background as to why I'm so happy this is there. It's going to be about how you can book for multiple people in like specialty restaurants in one go. We went on Horizon in February as a big group, and there was no way of doing this. Well, you could have called, if you're in a group, you can call group bookings at Carnival, but if you have, say, 4, 6, 8 people, when you want to book a steakhouse, you can only book it for your 2 of you on the booking at the same time. And then the other people, you know, it's hard to connect with you in your cab. So we had to do this. Then when we got to the ship, I had to literally run straight to the steakhouse and say, oh my God, we're all here. Can you put us together in one seat? So we've always talked about how it's so frustrating that that's the best way around it. But now it's all been fixed. You can't see this, but in front of me, I have my laptop, because I made a load of screenshots I'm going to show you in a second, and I'm going to talk you through it as I look at the screenshots and how you would do this. So coming up, I'm going to show you, and there's 2 ways you can do this. 2 ways. Isn't that crazy? 2 ways. And then I'm going to give you a little bonus tip at the end on how to pay for them, because I want to, because I'm a nice guy. So that really won't be linked to this, but it'll be a bit of a bonus at the end. So let's delve into it, shall we? So how do you do this? Right, I'm going to show the pictures to you now. So here's your first, oh, excuse me, burping. Burping on a Tuesday, must have been a big weekend. Here's the main screen you're going to go into on Carnival. You've checked in, you're in the booking. I'm looking specifically here at my one on the Carnival Vista, you can see at the top there. I'm going to click on specialty dining right now. It's on the bottom towards the end. When you click on specialty dining on your cruise, it will give you all the restaurants that are available for booking specialty dining. I know you all know this as we're going through it, but I'm going to show you something in a second that is going to blow your mind. Everybody knows my love of Gigi's, which is why I selected this cruise, because I'm going to be going there on a 6-day cruise at least twice, as you'll see. So I'm going to select Gigi's. You click on Add to Cart. So here's where it gets good. Select options for this item. There's my Gigi's. Select the stateroom. I blacked out the booking number really badly because I don't have a steady hand. I blame the Cheers package on that, but I can't draw straight lines. I selected both of us, but now look further down. Purchase additional seats. You can now add adults and children to your booking. You don't have to put their names in. You do have to pay, so you can have them Venmo you or PayPal, Zelle or whatever, but you are going to have to pay. So you can put how many guests? You can do up to 10. So I put 10 people in there. And then you're going to hit select date and time at the bottom. When you do that, it's going to give you the times that are available on your selected date. This particular one, you can see 6:30 and 7 is already sold out. It's always better to do this as early as possible if you want to get the best times. So we'll go in there, we'll just select any random time. I've got my 10 guests. And now we've selected 6 o'clock on day 2, Monday, December the 11th. We're on the Vista from December the 10th through the 16th. I've got 10 guests plus the 2 of us. So we've got 12 people. You don't have to do that many, obviously. You can do less. Next page. So you keep hitting next, next, next. And it will say you want to add that to cart. Yes. So now we're going to click on view cart. And there is our order summary. It really is this simple. So now I have 12 people. If you divide 216 by 18, which is the cost of the Gigi's and the Italian as well. By the way, I found out something this morning that I didn't even know because I'm dumb. Did you know that that price includes the gratuity? Yes, it includes the gratuity. So you'll see gratuities are $0. You can choose to pay extra on the night, but the price is inclusive of the gratuity, which makes a big difference on the cost, don't you think? So it'd be $216 for 12 people. Divide 216 by 18, you're going to get 12. And I can go ahead and pay that. There's your next screen. You can go complete purchase for all the 12 people. You can add a gift message, but that's kind of pointless because it's only going to go to your cabin. And there's your payment sheet right there. You can do it by credit card. You can do it by gift card. You can also use onboard credit, which I'm going to show you as my little bonus at the end, is how you would use onboard credit on that particular way to pay it, if you have onboard credit. So that's one way of doing it, right? Simple. It's only been there for less than 2 weeks. I called in this morning and I got it verified. Next page, we're going to show you the second way to do it. You would go on the main screen, you go into Manage My Booking. Once you hit the Manage My Booking, you will see, it will show you the cruises you have booked. And on the right-hand side, it will say Manage Another Booking. Okay, click on Manage Another Booking. And it will allow you to add the booking number and the last name of the guest. It does not have to be your name. So if you have a booking with 4 other couples, you can add them as your cruise companion, yes, but you can also add their booking to your booking. As many as you want. Does not have to be your last name. Now, once I do that, and I did this with somebody I know I'm cruising with, blocked out their last names for privacy purposes and their booking number. But now when I went back into the same way of doing it now, I had this second booking on there, so you can see under Gigi's, I've got our stateroom and I can select their stateroom as well. So now their names would be on the booking. When you just add extra adults, and I can still add more adults, as you can see at the bottom there, their names won't be on there. They just show up. You've paid for 12 people or whatever it is, you know. In this case, I paid for 4, and then Daniel and Leela can send me their money and they can pay for their 2. Or, you know, I'm responsible for paying for everybody on the booking, whether I mention their name here or not. So again, I selected the date and time, and that's how we do it. Now, yeah, you get that? If you don't, rewatch it. It makes sense. Best way to do it, do a mock booking yourself and you'll see it. Go into your Manage My Booking and you'll see it on there. Now I'm going to show you what happens if you have onboard credit. So I'm going to take you back. I wasn't adding people at this point. It was just Julie and I was all excited because I want to go to Gigi's. So I made 2 bookings at Gigi's, and I've now gone to the final payment part where it says proceed to checkout, and you'll see, cha-ching, you have onboard credit available. This won't show until you get towards the end of the process. Just keep clicking next until you see it if you have onboard credit. If you don't, it won't show. That means you didn't have onboard credit. I go to the next page on here, and it says complete purchase one more time. This is where it gets a little bit weird because the onboard credit has disappeared, but don't panic. When you hit complete purchase, it's going to show you down the bottom there where you have your payment methods, use your onboard credit. And it says there, I have $60 of combined onboard credit available for this transaction. So you see the total price is $72. If I click on apply, it'll say there, under the order summary, onboard credit applied $60. So my balance is now just $12. So then I can go on to the next page and pay that $12 by credit card or gift card, and I am set. And then you'll get, thank you for your order. So look, I told you I go twice in one cruise. I'm going on the first day and the last day. Gigi's is my favorite place in the world on a cruise ship. So there you go. So that's that. Hopefully that all made sense, and it's pretty simple if you follow it through, but it's more getting this information out there to you because who knew it was even there? Nobody really, because it's only been out for less than 2 weeks. I happened to make a phone call this morning into Carnival, and I caught the most perfect human being I could ever talk to. Not even sure if I'm allowed to mention his name, but if you're watching this video, you know who you are. Who gave me all this information, even followed up with an email confirming everything, and while I was on the phone, double confirmed everything. So triple confirmed that the information I just gave you is correct. Specifically, I really didn't know it included gratuities. Makes a big difference. You can still choose to pay more on board. But so now you can book these cruises for multiple people. You don't have to name them. You have to pay in one go though. So you got to make sure that you can get the money back from everybody else going before you do it, and you can use your onboard credit. A little bit sneaky if you have a mass amount of onboard credit, right? And you really don't know what you're going to use it for. You could do this. Have them give you cash. You get cash for your onboard credit. Tips galore on this channel. Don't tell your friends you did that. Throwing that one out there, you know. But yeah, so that's a really, really good thing if you're traveling in large groups and you want to have a group thing. There's no more need to call it in and do all that good stuff. And again, brand new. You can do it this way. So hopefully that was helpful. If it was helpful, you know what you have to do. You have to subscribe to my little channel so you can get more helpful tips down the line. If you have any questions, my email is coming up at the end of the video. You can watch that or get that and send me any questions you may have. If you have any tips, this is going to go out in an abbreviated version on one of my tips shows soon, but every Monday I try and give you 3, sometimes 4 tips on cruising with Carnival, but I don't know it all. And I learn so much from tips that people send to me. So if you have tips, send them to me. I will warn you, I do not read them in advance. I read them live and react. So be warned. Make sure you spell things correctly. Dave Rosso. If you have any cruising traditions, something you do every cruise, look up above me here. All these ships up there. Every time we cruise, we do a pub crawl. I have these inflatable ships. I've got about 15 left. They stopped making them. I'm going to run out sometime. I have the crew, the bartenders all sign my ship on each one of those cruises. So that's our main cruise tradition. What is yours? I'd love to share it. You know, sharing is caring, as they say. And with that, hopefully that was helpful. Hot off the presses, kapow, bang, poo, wow, all that good stuff. I will see you later, Cruising World. Any questions? Email me anytime. cruisingsuitguy@gmail.com. I promise I'll reply as soon as possible. Want to book a cruise or any type of travel? We are travel agents. Check out our site, elitetravelconnection.com, or email me, mick@elitetravelconnection.com. We are here for you. Finally, subscribe, please. Pretty please. You know you want to. Go on. I won't beg you. Okay, I'm begging. Please. Subscribe. Thank you.